So as part of my Go Paperless posting, I thought I'd show you some of the applications I've been talking about. The first one that I'm really excited about is Press Reader. This is part of Press Display, which offers almost 2,000 newspapers on demand, delivered every day to your iPad. So for example, here is the International Herald Tribune in full fidelity, as it would appear in your hands or on the newsstand. Reading it this way is a little difficult, so you can double tap. It takes a moment or two to decompress, but once it's decompressed the page, it's pretty easy to scroll around and read the article that you want to read. Alternatively, if you don't want to wait, you can click the masthead and it pops up a sort of text version with photographs, and then it allows you to email that article to somebody else or yourself if you wish to make a record of it. But as you can see, it's pretty responsive. It doesn't take too long to zoom in, and it's really nice, I think, to see the newspapers laid out as they were meant to be. For example, here's British newspaper The Guardian. Again, there's a little bit of a delay when you zoom in, but nothing that you can't, even for impatient people like myself, it's nothing that you can't do on a daily basis. Whoops. You have to be a little specific about the way you scroll, which I think is a little glitch in the UI that needs to be fixed. But I have quite a few different publications that I subscribe to on a regular basis, such as the Wall Street Journal Asia, International Herald Tribune, and Guardian. But if you want to get other additional titles, you click on Select Title. You can choose a title by country, or you can choose a title by alphabetically or by language. So for example, if I look down here to what the United States titles are, there's 181 different titles, ranging from the Washington Post, the Philadelphia Inquirer, San Francisco Chronicle, on and on and on, San Jose Mercury News, etc. So there's quite a few titles to choose from, and I think you'll find something there for everyone. It does work in different orientations, although I find that reading it in A4, sort of the portrait orientation, is probably best. But you can see that it's very responsive. The next application that I am in love with is the Zinio magazine app. I think this is really fantastic to have all your magazine subscriptions delivered to your iPad on demand as well. So here's a snapshot of my library of magazines, and you can see there's quite a range of titles from Bloomberg, Businessweek, Mac User, The Economist, Azure, Juxtapose, Esquire, Home Theater, iPhone, Space, Science, Businessweek. There's something there for everyone. And this application is getting better all the time. It was a little kind of glitchy and slow when it first debuted, but I noticed that there's been several updates to the program since, and I think you'll find that it's reasonably responsive. So here's the Esquire, latest edition of Esquire, and I'm just going to go back all the way to the cover. There's the cover, and nice. They have some hot links here to save me time. So if I want to read that article, I can jump to page 116, and as you can see, it's fairly responsive. There's a little bit of a delay again when zooming in, but it's pretty responsive, so I don't think that's going to bog anybody down. Again, this will work in this orientation as well. So it's pretty usable, and I think that I can also see a text version of these articles if you wish, which is a little cleaner, and it also allows you to email the article if you wish as well. But I think when you combine Press Display and the Zinio app, it's an amazing combination. It really makes the iPad a fantastic reader. Lastly, Kindle, I'm sure most of you are already familiar with, but I think it's great that the Kindle app now has an iPad edition that shows you your books, as a list or as a series of covers. I think it's really, really elegant. Last is Readle Docs. I scan a lot of books that are not available as ebooks, and then I run it through the Adobe ClearScan technology so that you can see it's very sharp when you do the OCR recognition. It also makes the file size pretty small. This is a 288-page book that's only about 3 or 4 megabytes in size. But as you can see, it's very readable. So I do this for a lot of books, documents, scripts, and other things. And I find that with that combination, I can do and read almost anything. Thanks for watching.